Okay. Yeah, so let's not do this again. I replaced the key, so you cannot profit from my key. Anyway, it's a simple process. So where's that beautiful music? There. Okay, let's continue with making this happen. Um, so this is the example and .env file, and your keys go here. Here goes the project number, the number. I'm sure they're going to come in handy at some point. There's a since we are using GitHub to share this code, and we are using Git, there's a git ignore file in which the specific .env file is ignored. So it's with these commands, when you go when you commit, well, when you add files, then you commit files, and then you push to the remote server. Those files that are here are ignored, so you don't push to the repository, and nobody can find your keys, so it's good. Anyway, where should we go now? We have a sample payload for vertices. The idea is that each time, maybe you should put it into readme idea. Okay, let's update this a little. The idea is that we are not sending any texture, shade or shader or any other animation information to in between. Let's put it right in between Blender and Gemini. We only send, and each time we want to prompt for modification, we are querying Blender and sending that data from Blender via JSON to JSON in JSON format via REST API to what is it? What is it called? Well, to Gemini, let's say. Let's call it. I don't know where the endpoint is yet. For processing. We only deal with vertices and convex geometry polygons, right? No curves, no nothing. It's just architectural design without any fluff. Because we want to, design the rooms properly. Geometry. Okay, push it. Something risky. Don't do this. There you go. Super simple stuff. It works like that because I set up the SSH keys. You can go do it on your own. There's a manual. If you go here, settings. And SSH and GPG. You may then create on your machine via commands set of public and private keys. Where you send the public key to GitHub and add locally SSH keys to be able to, you know, do this without issues, without being prompted for password to your account. Did it change already the repository name? Did I see it right? Repositories. No, it's still GeminiBlend. I was wondering whether or not I infringe on Google's and ABC's, you know, brand by calling it this, but perhaps not. So, yeah, until I'm prompted to change it, it stays as is. Okay, move on. Let's move on. How to send the payload. Example payload. Is that the right way of approaching things? I think it is. Let's try to process a payload and get a response. Task 1. Temp. New file. Tasks. Task 1. Formulate payload. Task 2. Send payload. Receive a response is the idea. So what we need to do now is this is working on the payload. Before that, we have to install dependencies. In the requirements file, we have some requirements. These are modules, like libraries in C. These are modules imported into our Python code. So, therefore, we should before set up Python virtual environment, because we do not want to have, co?
Maciej cały czas mówi, że będziemy pić wódkę.
Nie pijcie wódki, wódka jest niezdrowa, ale codziennie
Ale
letni
jesteście. Ale chodzi o to, że to jest, wiesz, tak jak jest Emilia,
No.
Emilka,
Tak,
to jest woda.
no jest wódka, no właśnie. No już
Ale musi zgadnąć.
Intermission. We do not want to install dependencies on our local machine host. On a local host, let's say. But rather store them in the VM. Now the question is, do we need WSL for this? I don't think so. Let's ask our maestro. Maestro, where are you? Maestro, I have to ask you to help me set up Python virtual environment, because, well, it's been a while since I've done that. I don't think we need Windows subsystem for Linux for this, do we? Actually, I'm setting the REST interface directory. No. We have a separate repo for VNF. Yeah. Okay, so we go to here. We do this. Alright, this takes a bit of time. I wonder, how big is it? How big is the virtual environment? It's 13 megs. Yeah. So, just keep in mind that do not send too often to GitHub these type of things, because it's unnecessary. I mean, these are squashed, so it's not a big deal, but in my opinion, Git is not meant to store large files. So if your virtual environment gets bloated because you made a lot of installations of different modules, maybe there is a better solution to store it, like a LVM snapshot. I don't know what you sit on. So yeah, but anyway, the final solution would be to Dockerize this type of application. So we won't worry about that too much in this course. A journey on how to do this. Turn on environment from the repository. We have to activate the repository, but we're sitting on administrator. Okay, yeah, that's the file. I'll just activate. Yeah, no, VNF. CD VNF, we have to enter the directory. CD scripts. And activate. We go to these running scripts. Aha, okay. So what we do here, scripts are disabled because I have a rather restrictive policy, group policy on my computer. So we have to do get help. It was command set execution policy. Yeah, like this. Okay, cool. Without pipe. That was a mistake before. So we set execution policy. Execution policy. Yeah, we do this without the brackets. And then we set it to scope. Sorry, unrestricted. Now as a property of this. What you call it? As a value of this property. So we set it to unrestricted, and then we say scope process. Yeah, so if you, it will only apply to this window. When you close it and try to activate this again, I'm gonna go ahead and do this. Or maybe like this. Click. Yeah. You can see me, right? The thing is going on. Yeah, it's going on. And you can hear me as well. Okay, yeah. Cool. So I'm going to paste this to our project src temp new. Oh, I have to paint. Interface. GeminiBlend. src temp. Problems with running activate vm png and just let's check this out. Does it work? Tick activate. Yeah, there we go. We have a virtual environment. So I'm going to now open another terminal session so I can interface with Git. Cool. So now we have this going. Now I suppose we have to install those dependencies manually, or do they install themselves when we run main? It's the question. They install themselves if they are not present, I think. It's how it works. It is how it works. Cool. Okay, let's go to step 4. The cross repo install, the cool part. Now that you are safely inside the bubble in repo A, we are going to tell pip to reach over into repo B. What pip? Oh, it's Python. Yeah, it's Python's way to install the modules. Okay, so now that you are safely inside the bubble in repo A, this is our virtual environment, we are going to tell pip to reach over into repo B to read the instructions, which is the requirements file. This one, requirements.txt. Okay, I get it. Let's do it like this. Close this one. We can also set this collapse, yeah. That's better. So we can do it like this. Oh, yeah. Oh, this is just a-okay. We are way, okay, way away. This command. Okay, it just installs from the requirements file. This we could do like that, maybe? This window doesn't have to be this big. Oh, there's a... Right. Right. There's a terminal here. New terminal. So we're going to use this for our environment, actually. Let's try it. Oh, I always forget it's here. Scripts. And it's going to throw an error at us. Run scripts is disabled. So we are going to set execution policy unrestricted scope process scope process. Okay, now we activate. Yeah, we are here. Great. So we can close this unnecessarily high privileged administrator terminal session. And we will keep the Git on the other screen. The one we used. Yeah, PowerShell. Good. So we paste this command. It should install the dependencies. I'm going to first... Let's start from having a clean slate. Because dependencies sometimes can mess up and then you have to go back and do it all over again. And I like to know what changes in files. GeminiBlend VM. It's not a... Okay, so... I didn't... okay. I have a... We have to connect this repository to the repository on Git, because I didn't clone it from GitHub to my computer. I just created both repository on GitHub and the folder for the VM. So I have to connect my local directory, which is not yet a Git repository, with Git repository hosted on GitHub. Please give me commands to do so. The repository on GitHub is here. BGG repos and click. Gemini help. It pasted the title of the window instead of what I wanted. There you go. Which is the URL that I wanted. Okay, so we do git init. Git init. Now we do git remote add origin, which adds remote server. And now we do git status. Nothing to commit. Ls, are we here? We are on branch master, and we should be on branch main, because by default here is the branch name. It's called main. So we have to go git branch main. There's a mismatch. Before the next step, create a git ignore file in this folder and add VMs to it. What the fuck are you talking about? I want to do it. No. I want to actually push the VMs to Git. Oh, I forgot dash m main. Okay, git branch dash m main status. Why aren't they showing that status? I'm a noob. I am a noob. And VNF isn't showing in files for git add. I changed branch with git branch m main, but I notice that VNF is not. Yeah, but okay. I won't add VNF to the git ignore file because I want it on my remote repository for backup, as well as I want to use git to locally to see changes in files while installing different modules. Could you help me with that, my dear friend. Okay, force. Contains symbolic links. Okay, picking it up, it's because the folder is empty. In the files and windows, some folders inside scripts meant to be flagged in a way that Git ignores by default. Most common reason you might have a global Git ignore file on your computer. I don't, but I did have a git ignore here set up in such a way that it goes to any folder. This is the culprit, I suppose. So, is it? This one works as well. No? Dot? Shouldn't. Oh, okay. I don't like it. I'm going to remove it. I don't like it. Gives me creeps. Let's force it. Okay. Cool. Okay, now the bossy. It's the bossy. Bossy, start from scratch, please. It's this guy. Yeah, cool. It's pushed. Did I push it? Oh, whoops. I pushed it, right? No, I committed it. Now it's time to push. Set upstream. Push cards and set remote as upstream. Git push origin main. That's what I'm supposed to do. Git push origin main. From now on. Wait, what? Oh, okay. So I have to set up SSH keys for each rep? Is that it? Sorry, just a second. Where is it? Here. Click on my profile and go to settings in GitHub. So top right, go to settings, and to the left, SSH and GPG keys. For some reason, no, let's go. Okay, SHA256 I can show you. So this is the thumbprint of the certificate I'm using. It would be rather hard for you to infer what type of thing is inside, I guess, until quantum computing comes in, then it's easy. So I'm not sure. Let's ask my dear friend. My dear friend, I have to... Again. When I'm going with git push origin main, I am prompted for password. Why isn't my local git using my .ssh or .ssl stored certificate? Accept. Oh, I set up the thingy wrong. I told it here. Where is it? Forced it. Oh yeah, here. I made a mistake here. It should have been this link. So we go into GeminiBlend. Just here, repos, repositories. This one. So when you are in this view, here you can go to code, and this is the URL if you want to clone using the web URL, but we are using SSH. So I have to copy this one and then do git remote add origin, like that. Insert. Instead of this, we copy that. Remote origin logic gist. Okay, git remote remove. Okay, remove origin. Is that it? And git remote add origin. And now git push origin main. Try to push. Updates were rejected because the remote contains work that you do not have locally. Because I have a README file here, so I have to pull the changes first and do what's called. No, I don't have to. I don't have to. Okay, sometimes you have to fix conflicts between the remote repository and what you have on your local machine. If multiple people work on the same files, then sometimes you have to resolve those conflicts manually But in this case, it's only one file that didn't exist in my local repo, so it's Linux Torvald made it possible to have it done automatically. Git push origin main. Oh, still have to do it? Tried to push somewhere else. This was rejected because the tip of your kind is behind its remote counterpart. If you want to integrate remote changes, Git pull. Okay. I'm not a master of Git, clearly. Just tracking information for the current branch. Please